I couldn't hear you with it in. So, but she's got one too.
So
Yeah.
but you both
So
can hear me.
we are out. We are outside the Cure Band gathering at Hall Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Patty in the dining car. We're now ready to seat the 6:45 dinner reservations.
Adrenaline pumping.
Oh, yes. We're a little anxious.
Okay.
We're unsure
Hold
why
on.
the opening's been delayed.
Hold on.
We're going on stage an hour later than expected.
Hold
No
on.
idea why.
Hold on, Allison. Hold on. Let's deal with some tech issues first. So your friend with the lovely necklace, what's your name? The one with the necklace?
What's your name?
Hi, Risha and Sarah. I don't know if you remember, we met in Pasadena briefly. I got one of your tapestries. It's hanging framed on my wall.
Oh, that's great.
Sarah's husband made the necklace.
Well,
Necklaces and keychains that have been circulating around.
So
Wonderful
here-
hubby's 3D print work.
So
I came
whoever
up from Vegas.
So whoever can hear me, I can hear. I already forgot your name. Necklace. What's your friend with the necklace name? What's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah. So I can hear Sarah so well.
Okay.
But I can't hear Allison very well.
Maybe I'm just being too quiet.
Oh,
Is that
that's better. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I'm just being too quiet.
Being
My
too.
shy English voice.
Yes, the English voice. Okay, so let's start again because we do have people who are watching. So
Yeah,
let's
start again.
So my name is Arusha from Push, a Cure fan documentary, and if you can each introduce yourselves, and then one person say where you are and what you're doing.
Okay, so I'll introduce myself first. So my name is Alison Humphreys. I'm visiting over from the UK, and I'm here with my lovely friend Dion.
And I'm from Seattle, and I'm here in Salt Lake. And we have our friend Sarah. Hello. I took a road trip by myself from my hometown of Las Vegas. I'm super happy to be here. I have my friend Heather. Oh, that's it. That I'm staying with. She's local. So yeah, we're having a great time so far.
And Sarah's husband is who made the necklaces and keychains that Andy the Cure fan gave away.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. That's great. So I see some posters in the background, but I can't tell where you are.
We are outside the Hall Pass, which is where the Cure fan meeting is.
The Hall Pass. What does that mean?
Hall Pass.
It's just the name of the bar.
It's the name of the bar.
Yeah, so just imagine like if somebody in Uruguay is seeing this right now, they have no idea what any of this so maybe let's back up and see, let's see where you are. Are you near the venue? Or no?
No.
And I can take you in and see all the Cure fans who are here.
You could do
Like
that?
that?
Yeah, we can do that.
You could, but it's gonna get so crazy loud. So you're just gonna have to keep talking. You're just gonna have to keep saying things.
Yeah, we will. Let's
All right,
do it.
let's do it.
Okay. Can you say who you are? I am Kaylee. I'm local from Lehigh, South of Yep. Cure fan for how long?
Cure fan since the 70s.
70s.
Since that's about 12, 13.
Since the 70s. Wait. Hold on. Before we go in, we have to hear more of that story.
She wants to know more of your story from the 70s. She wants to know how.
I'm someone who looks so young and beautiful, possibly be.
Can you not see the wrinkles?
In the 70s?
Nope.
Well,
Nope.
I was born in 72, maybe late 70s, early 80s, but I really got into them. Love Robert. He's the best.
What was the first, what got you hooked?
What got you hooked?
everything. His hair, well, back in the 80s and stuff, his hair was short and he was just, I know he progressed into the wig and the makeup, just the music, really. Him.
I
The
was
way
gonna.
he dances, you know,
Okay, so I was gonna ask because it sounds like a focus on Robert. So if there were little stick men next to Robert Smith, like dogs or something, would it, you still love The Cure, or do the other band,
So,
do the other
mem-
mem
all about Robert. What
or
about the other people in the band? I like Simon too. I like them all, but it's Robert. So I know he just. I like him. Like Simon too. Don't get me wrong. The band is amazing, but Robert's.
well, it brings up an interesting. I don't know if anyone else wants to chime in on what I'm about to say, but it brings up an interesting issue this year because a lot of people who don't know The Cure only care about. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear, but so. Okay, so a lot of people who are The Cure selling out this year, right? The Cure, that looks lovely. The Cure selling out this year, but I think a lot of people have forgotten that The Cure are a band. That The Cure are a band. And no, it really is a thing. It's like, it's not just Robert Smith. It's a band. And when I was a kid, I liked... I'm going to keep walking because...
I mean, I think you're making a good point there, Alicia, particularly because a lot of the posters focus on Robert. So we don't see the other band members in the posters, and that's a shame, isn't it? I think it would have been nice to see at least a couple of the posters with all of the bands.
Well, yeah, and I think that, but I think what's also a shame is that in the 80s and 90s when we saw interviews with them, it was always about the band. It was always us against them. It was, those interviews of like, we dress this way in the subway so we don't lose each other. And it was Simon and Robert's hair, and it was a band. You know what I mean? It was like, because as an outsider, you want to feel like you're included in something. And so for me, I love Robert Smith and all the things, but I love the band. I love all of it. Like the music, the lifestyle, the like, we're in it together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's saying that so many people focus on Robert only and forget that it's the whole band and that there's more than just Robert. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I love them all. I think it's because Robert created The Cure, and he's like, it centers around him, and he brought the hair in, the lipstick, he brought that whole era in, and his voice and what he does. Yeah. And Susie and the Banshees, and he had all the other stuff that he did, and he created this. That's, for me, what I think about why it's so focused on Robert. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but
well, there is no right or wrong. I mean, it's...
Yeah, she said there is no right or wrong.
That is true. But that's how I feel. I feel like he just kind of created it. I know, it was his idea. If you go back and research, he was living in this flat above some bar, playing down there, and he created The Cure. So for me, that's why I think it's centered more around Robert. So, I mean, I think it's different if you go on some of the pure fan sides, because there you do get more of an insight into people's appreciation of all of the members of the band. But I think, as you say, in the lay public, as it were, the people who don't follow the Cure closely, their image would be Robert.
Sure.
So I think it's important that we bring the other members to the fore. And one of the things that we've been doing, some of us who do different sorts of art, we've been doing portraits of different members of the band. Have you seen those, Alicia?
I have, and I think they're really awesome, and maybe I'll try to link them link that after, to this video. It's Kate Curethread sort of started it, right?
Kate,
Yeah.
yeah. So Kate's sort of curating this initiative with artists from around the world. So a lot of digital artists. And then a few people like me who are sort of more traditional art. I do textiles.
I love it.
So we
I love
started
it.
off- Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started off with Robert, and then we did Simon for his birthday, and we're now working on Reeves. We're too late for Reeves' birthday because obviously Reeves' birthday is today, but we're hoping to have something ready towards the end of the tour. But we want to celebrate all the members of the band, so I do hope we're going to be doing a project for everybody. I'm very personally looking forward to doing Cherry, because I do the textile for the hair, and Terry's hair is just awesome at the moment, so I'm looking forward to doing that.
Oh, that's
But
wonderful.
there's lots of artistic people in the Cure community, people who make jewellery, people who do the art. So
Yep.
I think it's a very creative community.
Yes, indeed. And then those of us like me who just fangirl.
Oh, I do that. I do plenty of that as well.
Yeah.
So before
I
we
would
go,
like to share a moment I had on the way up.
a what?
If I
Sarah
can.
would like to share a moment that she had on the way up here
Go for it,
on her drive.
please.
This is kind of going back to the question that you asked Kaylee about what really got you here more and more. I grew up with them in the 80s, my big brother, to thank for that. But I really became a super fan in like 94, 95. My parents had just gotten a divorce, and I was at the same time going through a faith crisis. My older brother gave me his cassette tape of Faith. I had already had Staring at the Sea, I had Mixed Up, I had Kiss Me, I had it just started my whole discography basically. And that album really helped me through a lot of struggles that I had, especially at the time I was a tender age of 15, leaving this very strict religious community that I was born and raised into. And that album literally, the title Faith itself is just like the irony of it. And a lot of things I didn't realize until I grew up, into adulthood and things, and kind of listen to the songs differently and go, oh my god, like that's just so how I was feeling. And then Disintegration, Plain Song, will forever be my second favorite song. Hearing that for the first time just felt like a warm hug, and just kind of the consoling that I need, that I didn't really know I needed at the time, just letting me know everything's going to be okay. Even that line, just the way I smile, he's like just letting me know, like everything's going to be okay. And then the song Disintegration was like a huge, like kind of epiphany moment of like my parents' divorce, and just the lyrics to that like I had my whole collection in my phone on shuffle on the way up here, and I was driving through Provo alone, full blast, screaming at the top of my lungs, all the songs, of course, the whole way. But Disintegration came on randomly, of course, and I'd just driven out of Provo where my parents met in college, BYU, and Disintegration came on, and I just like singing the lyrics, but at the top of my lungs in my car by myself. Like I literally got emotional, and I'm gonna tear up now. But I started crying, and just how like synonymous that song was with just so many emotions that I was feeling back then, but didn't know how to express it. And from those moments on, I was just lifelong Cure fan. And in a nutshell, not to take up too much time, but just wanted to share that because it was so like just.
No, that's
It was
beautiful.
just, like, a moment, which is huge, driving up here and coming here to Salt Lake to see them, where my genealogy roots are. It's just even more symbolic. So I'm so glad to be here. This will be my 9th show in total since '96, but I'm thrilled and honored to be here.
Arusha
Love
says
every
that's
minute of it.
beautiful, and Arusha loves to hear the stories of the band. That's what she's about.
Thank you. I've been following you for many, many years, Arusha.
That will really make her day to hear that.
Well,
Arusha works hard to put herself out into the world.
I really admire everything.
She needs us to support her doing that because it's hard.
Indeed, yes.
Arusha gets tired out there on the road, don't you, Arusha?
Oh,
We know
I
that.
I get exhausted just watching everything.
And we're here watching you and supporting you, and
I know, but now what? But Allison, it's now in reverse. I'm watching you.
you are watching me, aren't you?
But
That's
but
quite strange.
yeah, right.
Very
But no,
strange meeting like this. Everybody like this is my first meetup ever, and like it's amazing.
so
The whole
again,
vibe
And
here is amazing.
so before we
it's
go
a family.
Really
before
is.
before we go into the
Really
meetup, let me say a couple of things because it's going to get crazy loud in there, which is good. It's good. But first of all, thank you so much for your story, and I absolutely love it, as Allison said, because
Thank you.
what
Oh
you
yes.
what
Thank you
you
for listening.
but so what you illustrated is that is exactly what I was trying to get to. Like, yes, Robert's cool and his hair and his things and his little dances and he started everything, but it's the soundtrack of your life, and it's the highs and the lows,
Yes.
and the deeply, like, how music can be this music in particular is a deeply emotional experience and a deeply personal one that is somehow universal. So your car ride today was a like trajectory through your life, and that's why right now this moment is so potent.
So Arusha says the cure of the soundtrack of our lives,
Indeed.
and it's true.
Indeed. That your car
And
ride.
that's why it's such a special moment.
Yes. First road trip I've ever taken by myself.
So Arusha, Allison and I were able to give Robert a gift at the Seattle show.
Seattle.
Get
And on
get out of here.
we wrote
Guess,
thank
guess
you.
what we wrote, Arusha?
We wrote thank you for being the soundtrack of our life. And he took our
We took it.
he took it. We got pictures.
We have pictures. So I know there's been some talk about Seattle being a difficult show and maybe on the front row there was some issues, but
We were
we
row
were row
six,
6
and
and
we ran to the front to
we
give
had a great
our
time.
gift. We had a sign for Simon for his birthday.
That's awesome.
And we
Love it.
also had our gift for Robert.
Yeah,
And we tried for the set list with no one.
But did
so,
you
I don't know. There's a little bit of mixed messages going on now. I think I'm not sure.
but did what was your sense of the people that were in front of you? Were they going crazy or not?
I
It
felt
was-
people were going
Yeah,
crazy
it
in
was.
front of
It
us.
was a really engaged crowd. No chatting.
Yeah. We
Everyone focused.
We
no
were
one
on
left.
Simon and Roger's
Yeah.
side. And yeah, people were very excited all around us. So
And
Well, that's-
people were very excited for the Twilight Sad as well. I mean, it was such an honour. James acknowledged the honour of the lighters
yeah, the
during Keep
lighters
Yourself
was-
Warm. You know, because that the Seattle crowd were, they were a very musical crowd. I visited in Seattle this week and I've seen, how passionate people in Seattle are about music. And that was reflected in the fact that although the Twilight Sad was the support band, a lot of people were in and they did the lighters to keep yourself warm. So, I thought it was a very informed crowd and I was happy to be in it.
Yeah, I think my friend who was in the second row was literally only focused on his freak out was more on the front row and what he saw. He's just never experienced that at a Cure show where like so many people in the front row didn't care. But anyway, let's move on from that. Let's go inside. And
Okay. So if you take to meet some friends inside.
and Dion, let me tell you, yeah, I was gonna look for my friend Sasha, who's in there, and if she's in, she can just say hello right now.
Okay.
If you find a girl named Sasha.
Okay, well ask if there's a Sasha in the house. Oh, it's very noisy.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wolf Point, Montana. I'd like to step off the train here for a bit. We're going to have the coach right in front.
Give it away.
Behind the lounge door open. This will be the only two doors open. Apparently something's happened up ahead of us at a crossing or something, so we're going to be here a while. Once again, if you'd like to step off the train here for a bit, feel free to do so. Please remain on the platform. Thank you.
Hey! Oh my goodness. So that's quite a big gathering. You're probably gonna see people on there that don't want to be filmed. Seems like there's a lot of people there. Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's probably a little noisy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool. I just can't everybody's a little bit frozen. I can't see anybody, but I mean I can see them but I can't hear them.
The music's quite.
I'm gonna see if I can go outside. Is that gonna help? Go outside. Is that gonna help? Probably not. Probably not.
I got one.
Are you still there? Hello? Something's happening inside that.
Are you there?
I'm still here, but you guys are frozen. Frozen. Maybe try to move around.
Yeah.
There you go. That's better. Now you're like a little bit more of a robot.
Yeah. Go ahead. Uh-oh.
So how many people?
Does anybody know a route?
Is there something?
Here.
What's happening over there?
Oh, probably 100.
I think we're frozen.
I think it's because it's come outside and the Wi-Fi's weak.
Well, if you can, tell me why.
Shall we go back over there?
Yeah, wherever you were earlier was way better, but
Yeah, we'll walk back to where we were originally.
okay, because then I want to find out about the delay in the concert.
I don't think we know what the
No.
delay is. Yeah.
No, there hasn't been any intelligence about that I've heard.
Me either.
I've
Can you-
heard,
can you
speculating maybe.
Start off with telling the people what time everything was supposed to start and what time is it actually starting.
Okay, so it was supposed to be doors at 6.
Oh, I mean, I missed it.
No, she's still here. It was supposed to be doors at 6, Arusha, Twilight's at 7, Cure 8:15, but now it's gone back. Doors 6:30, Twilight's at 8 o'clock, Cure 9:15, but we don't know why.
You don't know why.
Charlotte.
No.
You don't know why, and you don't know if that means that the set is going to be shorter, right?
Well, that's a good question,
we
isn't
don't
it?
know.
We don't know. We hope not. There may be curfews, I suppose, but nobody's said anything yet. When we go into the venue, we might understand more. But at the moment, we're just presuming that it will be the usual full set.
But there's no rumors like back in Cardiff and Birmingham. You remember when Robert was really sick? There's no rumors
Yeah.
like that, right?
Not that
Never
we've
heard
heard.
any. No, I haven't heard anything. I mean, I think everyone was well and on form in Vancouver, so they've had a day off, haven't they? So hopefully if anyone was feeling under the weather, they'd rested. And so, I mean, it could be. One thing we did wonder about was because it's been fried here today in Salt Lake City. Whether they're concerned about parking and people being on the streets, whether they want to get fried out of the way before the concert starts. It could possibly be that. But
Allison, can you move closer to Dion just so I can see your face? Because my little triangle. There you
Yeah.
go. There, yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect. And then how far away from the venue are you?
how far are you, Dion?
I'm not positive.
Not far.
Charlotte, who was just here, has our tickets, and she's a
gone.
local.
Yeah.
So
She would have been useful to
I
have,
know
wouldn't
we're
she?
close,
Yeah.
but
So is it a driving bit or a walking bit?
no,
No,
we're within walking.
It's walking. And we will walk now because it's cooled down. It was very hot earlier and people were probably driving, but we'll walk fast.
Yes.
And Allison,
So
what?
when we get in Arusha, when we get inside Arusha, we'll try and find out if there's any update on set times and
Oh yeah,
any
shoot.
reasons for what we're seeing.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope that that it's all good. I hope you guys get an extra, a late curfew or something. Maybe there was a technical issue.
so.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, it's an indoor venue, and I don't believe there's a curfew. Hopefully not. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Allison, one more question for you, since I'm sure you've been over to America before, right?
Yeah, I've travelled a lot to America, mainly on business, so it's nice to be here. Pleasure.
But have you been to so you went to Seattle and Salt Lake City, which are completely different than New York and LA. Can you tell the people what your experience has been as a Brit?
Yeah. So I have been once to Seattle many years ago, and I was here for work, so I was mainly inside a hotel and inside a convention centre. So I didn't really realise what a musical city it is. And because I've had such a great guide in Dion who knows the local music scene inside out, it's just been, an absolute pleasure to go around the city with her. And one of the things that we've done is we've seen where a very special music club called Scoochies, where Dion used to dance in the 1980s with her friends. Scoochies is no longer there, sadly, but Dion's sister, now get this, she has recreated a dance club in her home.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
girls and boys who were dancing at Scoochies, who are now, the soundtrack of their lives has moved on, and we're in our 40s, 50s, moving up to 60.
One of our friends started the Children of Scoochies fan page, and we now have over 5,000 members across the country who
Now, dance at a
at
club.
our dance club. Yes.
But the dance club
had-
doesn't the dance club doesn't exist anymore.
No.
The dance
It was
club
pulled
was
down, wasn't it?
demolished to put high-rise apartments.
Right.
So
now,
many of our Seattle clubs have closed before COVID, and then even more since COVID. So it's sad. We were able to save our Showbox Theater though, which has had so many iconic performers there. And when it was threatened, the music community rallied and did a Save Our Showbox campaign. And they were able to save it from being demolished and turned into apartments or retail.
And I think that reflects how passionate Seattle is about its music.
Yes.
It's a very cool place. So is Salt Lake City a very cool place.
Another
Well,
thing we did.
I don't know if I can
took her
agree with
to-
I don't know if I can agree with you on Salt Lake City. But Allison, get close to Dion again, and I want to comment about what you were saying about the club, because my club scene was similar to that, and we have pages and we have things. But here's what I want to do. And I'm gonna put this bee in your bonnet, Dion. I want to start a club. I don't know if it's going to be the Golden Girls Golden Hour, but I still want to dance. So 5:30 to 9, and then or 5:30 to 10. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? Like, just play the music, have a place to dance. I don't care about alcohol. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not. But like, our people need to dance.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Well,
exactly.
we were dancing all evening and all night, and then we went to bed for 1 hour, and then got up and got on the plane and flew here. So
Wow.
the appetite for dancing is there.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be? Wouldn't that be great though if we could just have a dance party for? Because why should we stop dancing when we're older?
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's how we all believe.
Yeah, well, people of all ages were dancing in the pub last night, weren't they?
Yes. Yes, we had 20-year-olds dancing with 50 and 60 and 70
Well,
year olds.
ladies and gentlemen, this is
Yeah.
Patty and the Danny car. We're now ready to
It's
seat
just
the
perfect, and
7:15
again, it's the
dinner
soundtrack of our lives.
reservation. Your reservation for
But
7:15,
it's
please make your
wonderful
way
to
to
see
the dining car.
young fans
Please lean
like
past the
he's
door to be
great.
seated by
Yes.
a member of the
He
staff.
knows,
Shout out
he knows
to
all
Lee.
the
Dinner
songs.
reservation.
He's also a big fan of the bands, Depeche Mode, Duran Duran. It's very inspiring to see young people who know the music so well.
Yes.
I got distracted because the angry lady from Amtrak just did an announcement over the.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
Well,
fine.
we have to run, I think, because our tickets just went that way.
Do it.
We have to go meet up with them. So.
Well, Allison, come closer to Dion again so we can see you. Thank you so much, ladies. You look amazing.
Sorry.
And
Yeah.
and thanks for giving us an update. And have a great show. And just text me and let me know.
We
We'll text
will.
you if we find anything out, yeah.
Yes,
And
we will definitely let you know.
And say hi to the Cure people and be kind while there's still time.
Awesome.
Always.
Bye. Thanks, Aruja.
Bye, Arisha. Take